What is up, everyone?
Yo, bro.
I'm here with my buddy Outdoors Dreadhead, and I'm starting my live stream just a little bit early tonight. I know it's not scheduled until 7:30 Central Standard Time, but I figured I would go ahead and get on and go ahead and start talking and say hi to you guys. There's a little bit of a delay tonight because I'm out in the desert and Verizon is not the best here.
Nope.
It is not the most bestest
Well,
signal in the world.
go ahead and let you know. Ain't none of cell phones are. Unless you got the Starlink.
But at least it's a clear picture. What you can see is pretty clear. So how are you guys all doing tonight? Are you having a good Sunday? I had a fairly good Sunday. I spent this morning flying my drone, and I edited a video that I'll be putting out tomorrow. Pretty neat little van build, if I do say so. So we're in Dread's. We'll just call him Dread. We're in Dread's rig. He's got us. I'll just let you tell us about your
I got a
rig.
2000 shuttle bus Chevy. What is this? Chevy Express. Converted it to a DIY conversion for a RV. I got everything but a black water tank.
He's got pretty much everything he needs in here. I'll swing the camera around when we're getting close to finishing up today. Invisible River Ranch says cold down south. Yep, in Alabama, that where I'm from, it is really cold.
We're sitting here with the doors open.
It got up to 68 degrees today. I think it may have even got up to 70. I don't know. So Invisible River Ranch says when it gets to 0, things happen that aren't good. That is true. That is when pipes bust.
Yep.
So my wife is back at the house and she's keeping the ranch safe for us. She's making sure. Excuse me. She's making sure that none of the pipes freeze.
Tires pop. Visible Ranch.
Yep, tires pop. I've never seen a tire pop in cold weather. Have you?
No, because the heat's actually what pops the tires. But yeah, if you got a bad tire, it will finish ripping it apart though. So yeah, I have seen them come apart.
So what are y'all doing tonight? We're out here in the desert. You can still see outside the window that there's just a little bit of light. It's getting a little dark though. It'll be dark soon.
Yeah, you got to know my windows are tinted. It's very low right now.
Sorry for the delay. There's going to be a little bit of delay. What time is it now? We're still way early. It's only 6:17 and we're not scheduled. Well, it's 6:17 out here, Mountain Time, 7:17 Central Time, and we're not really scheduled to be on live until 7:30 Central Standard Time. So I'm not really expecting the big crowd to start coming in until after then. Visible River Ranch says, oh yeah, my trailer tires popped. All of them were new tires when I moved out here. I've never seen that happen before. That's interesting. So you said you're in Arizona. Is that correct, Invisible River? You live in Arizona? Right off of I-10?
You said the delay ain't that bad.
Not too bad of a delay. That's good. But there is a little bit of delay, but I don't know if my voice is delayed or not. And Visible River says, yes, northeast of Tucson. Well, I'm going to go to, tomorrow, I'm headed toward Tombstone. So I'm going to Tombstone. It takes about, I looked on there today and it looks like it takes about 7 hours and 45 minutes to get from here to Tucson.
Almost 8 hours. It's gonna be an all-day trip for you, brother. I gotta do my laundry, take me a shower, and head over to Schoolypalooza.
So you're northeast of Tucson, is that what you're saying? Up Highway 77. Okay. Well, I'm trying something a little bit different tonight. Usually, when I go live on the road, I'm using my laptop, but tonight I am filming from my camera up here, and I have my laptop in my lap. And what I did was, in order to do this, I also have our microphones on so you can hear us real well. But the way I'm doing this is I am invited myself on as a guest. See, if I wanted to add my actual picture from my laptop, I could do that. And that's where the actual live stream is coming from. So what I did was I just removed myself from the live stream and added myself as a guest so that I can do this using my cell phone. Isn't that slick?
So you've been learning.
Huh?
Sound like you've been learning. Use the workarounds.
Do you know live stream is not available on your cell phone to do live streams? Did you know that?
Mine does live stream, but it's vertical.
Not from your cell phones with StreamYard, I meant.
Yeah.
Now you might be able to do it with the
I just do it straight through
regular YouTube live stream.
Straight through to YouTube. I just shoot, I can show you right now.
Invisible River says it's working good. Thank you. Appreciate the feedback.
Yeah, just get an ad right there. Go straight live right there.
Okay. Outdoor just went went live for a second.
No, I was showing you. I didn't go live at all. I never hit the live button.
YouTube app. Yeah, that's what he was just saying that he does. He goes live from his cell phone on the YouTube app, but the StreamYard app, you can get the app for your cell phone, but you can't be the main live stream from there. But anyway, we're here in the desert. We went to, well, I'm going to get into the discussion once we get to the time where we're supposed to be on here, which we're still 8 minutes away from when we were supposed to be live. You don't like StreamYard, but it's easy. Yeah, I like StreamYard because I can put up your comments. When you do the live from your cell phone, when you're just on YouTube, you can't put comments up on the screen like this. So that's what I like it for.
Yeah.
We're doing warm-up. Yeah, that's right. We're doing warm-up. And you're like our only guest right now. Well, it says we got 5 viewers, but
you're the only guest talking.
So Invisible River Ranch, you got other folks here watching, but you're the only one talking right now, but that's okay. And one of them watching is outdoors, and one of them watching is me. So that's 2 of us. So there's actually only 2 people watching. Invisible River says lurkers.
No, they're quiet.
There's always lurkers. Would you call them lurkers, or would you call them stalkers, or what would you call them?
I call them the quiet audience. That's my silent audience.
Yeah, this is the preview to the preview. So if you catch this first part, you're probably not a regular viewer. You probably came back and saw it afterwards. I lurk in the dark. There's always lurkers. That's funny. So when I did my last live stream last Sunday, when I went back and looked at it, there was a delay in the video, but there wasn't any delay in the audio. I wonder if it's that way tonight.
My shirt was so bad. Stuck.
We took that thumbnail picture that's on there using my drone. We went drone flying yesterday and today. So Invisible River says that they're harmless.
You went flying, I went scooter riding.
Yep. Outdoors took his scooter out.
Yeah, I tested that little patch I done on it. That held. I rode all the way to town and back.
You like his chandelier? That's pretty cool, huh? Not everybody has a chandelier in their bus.
No, people scared that they're gonna fly everywhere. I think I lost one, maybe two, during travels, and just find them on the floor, put them back up. They're little crystals.
Yep. Invisible River says that's classy.
Yeah, I got a bunch of antiques in here. Invisible River.
So he said he is near Tucson. So he's in Arizona full time. Does it get hot down there in Tucson?
Yeah,
I guess it does during the summertime. Probably nice about this time of year.
Yeah, Tucson's about 100 miles from here.
Yeah, he gave me directions to get to his house, but I don't know if I could follow him. It'd probably be easier for me to get an address and put it in my GPS.
Do you like I do? Drop a pin.
Yeah. Do you know how to drop a pin in Invisible River? He says that he's around the Mount Lemmon or northeastern side of Tucson. I'm not familiar enough with Tucson to be able to know where that is exactly. You see Splinter back here? Splinter is
Spilo Road,
this
buddy.
outdoors little dog, and he's quite a character.
Yeah, he ain't your normal little chihuahua.
He said that his ex-wife called the dog Pukey because Splinter has a hard time holding his food down. Sometimes he's got acid reflux, so sometimes he has to let it out. I can understand that. So good evening, Marty. Welcome on. Good to see you on here. You know who Marty is?
I don't know. I got a cousin named Marty.
Say hi to Marty McFly.
Marty McFly. Yeah, I know that one. Which timeline you from, brother?
Is that your actual street address, Invisible River? I'll have to save that. Write that. Do you have a note, like notes on your phone where you can write that down on a note or something?
You got an ink pen.
I won't put the street address up on the screen because you may not want everybody to have access to that. Let me write that address down here. Invisible River, what's your name? I'd like to know what to call you when I get there, if I come.
monkey out here. That's my water.
I'm writing down your address. This pen don't want to work. It's working, but it's slow.
No, cause it's cold, brother. I picked it up off the floor.
Hey, Chuck.
Yeah, he's down. He's down around where you heading.
Did you put that address in your phone?
What address?
This address.
Nope. No, I was looking at a map.
See how far it is from here.
What is this?
Cochise County. Cochise County is in his backyard, he says. Dale. Tombstone is in Cochise County. Hey, why don't you go up to Tucson and to Tombstone and see me while I'm over there?
Yeah, I ain't gonna hop and skip from there.
We could meet up over there. Would you like to do that? Hey, Todd, welcome into the live stream. Good to see you on here. How's Renee doing? Is she with you tonight? Invisible River said, I wouldn't recommend it. Better to take highway around the mountain. Thing is, there's 20 miles of dirt road if you head from Tombstone. She is nearby. Well, I hope she's doing okay. Can she hear me? Can she hear my voice? It is how far? 226 miles. So it's actually closer than Tombstone.
Yeah, you get it before you get to Tombstone. There's Tulsa, there's Tombstone. We're over here.
Okay. Well, Todd, as you can tell, we started our live stream a little bit early tonight. I just was so excited about doing a live stream tonight that I thought I would jump on here a little bit early. So that's what I'm doing. And since it is now 6:31, then we can actually start talking about the stuff we want to talk about. So let's talk about Quartzsite and what's been going on in Quartzsite this week. So we had the Rubber Tramp Rendezvous, which started on Saturday, the 11th, and lasted until Thursday, the 15th, right?
Yeah.
So we went to the Rubber Tramp Rendezvous. I was able to meet with Bob Wells, see him again. So this is the second year in a row that I got to see Bob Wells. And it was fun meeting or seeing him again. Really enjoyed seeing him again. And for those of you just joining us, this is Outdoors Dreadhead. That's the name of his channel. And we are in his bus tonight. And we're just kind of hanging out. And he's got his chandelier and he's got his curtains and TV behind me. He's got a nice bus. And this is one of those buses like you see at the nursing homes. Not a school bus, not a regular school bus, but it's like one of those nursing home buses, like 15 passengers, something like that.
Yeah.
And he has ripped all the seats out. He built a table over here, and I'll show it in just a little while, out of his grandparents' bedstead, the headboard and the footboard, and he just put a table between them and made a table out of it.
Yeah, that's my kitchen area.
And he also has another table that is all really interesting that I'll pan around and show in just a little bit, but it is made out of cypress wood. It's really cool. He's got a really nice build out. His rig is pretty good. We're sitting on his couch/bed. And underneath here, Dreadhead has probably about 100 cans of like ball mason jars of fresh vegetables that he canned himself.
Vegetables, meat, fruit.
So tell us a little bit about your rig.
It's a 2000 Chevy Express 3500. It was belonged to an old retirement home, and they barely ever drove it, so it only had like 69,000, almost 70,000 miles on it when I got it. Um, Mechanically, they took real good care of it. So she, I went there before I left, and we changed a couple tires and had a couple blowouts, but we made it here. And I got so much solar, I don't even worry about power.
Yeah, he's got so much solar that I was able to take my Blue Eddy and plug it into his solar and charge my Blue Eddy 2 days in a row.
Yeah, I still got up to almost 100% one day and 100% the next.
Marty says, "Is there a dog behind you?" Yes, there is a dog. Come on out, Splinter.
That's my little buddy. Come here.
Yeah, this is Outdoors dog. Since we're in his house, and this is a little Chihuahua dog, right?
Yeah, it's a Chihuahua mixed breed.
And he's what, 14? You said
13, 14. He's a rescue, so I'm not sure his exact age.
Invisible River says cute dog. So Thursday is when the Rubber Tramp Rendezvous ended, and instead of leaving here like I did last year, I just, as soon as the Rubber Tramp Rendezvous was over, I headed to Nevada and went to Las Vegas. He's investigating to see what's going on outside. There's a motorcycle outside. He hears it. So I decided to stick around a little while today. It sounds like they're right up in our camp.
Yeah, they're going across the trail.
Yeah.
It's right there in front of us.
Oh, okay. And so we've been just me and Dreadhead have been camping together, and we've been camping throughout the whole. We started camping on the first day of the Rubber Tramp Rendezvous, and we've been hanging out, just camping together for almost the whole time. Another guy was with us for the first. Well, he was with us until Friday morning, so he camped with us about 4 days, and his name is Chuck Jacobs, and he has a YouTube channel also. His YouTube channel's name is called Chuck Jacobs Dash Arizona. So if you haven't checked out his YouTube channel, check it out. Marty says, "What are you doing tomorrow?" Well, tomorrow I plan on hitting the road again and headed to Tombstone, Arizona. I've always wanted to see Tombstone, so I'm going to go to Tombstone and check it out and see what I can see there. And Will Smith is on here, not the Will Smith you know, but Will is my brother, and Marty is his soon-to-be stepdaughter.
Stepdaughter.
Yeah, he's getting married in less than a month. Well, a little over a month. So he's getting married on the 22nd of February. And so he's planning on coming over to my Airbnb for his honeymoon. He says, "Hey, Outdoors."
What up, bro?
Courthouse is cool. You're talking about the courthouse at Tombstone, Dread? Outdoor Invisible River Ranch.
I think so. The original courthouse
is original. Okay, so he must be talking about Tombstone. So yeah, my plan is to pull up stakes tomorrow. Like I said, we've been camping ever since the Rubber Tramp Rendezvous ended on Thursday. We camped Friday. Friday, we just kind of, what did we do Friday?
Didn't we go to, wait, that was Saturday. I moved camp. Wait, when did we move camp?
We moved camp day before yesterday, which was
Friday. Today Sunday.
Yeah, Friday.
So yeah, we moved camp for. So you went and took a shower.
Saturday.
You went to town
yesterday
when I come out here. Originally.
Yeah, that was yesterday.
Okay.
So yeah,
We went to town and you uploaded videos.
right.
Mm.
Friday we went. Yeah, Friday was when I uploaded that video about my trip out here, and it was, that's the one that showed the icy roads and all the devastation on the way out here. There was a lot of vehicles turned upside down and off the road and that sort of thing, and it was kind of scary driving through all that. And it took me about 8 hours of straight driving at 25 miles an hour without being able to stop, without being able to get out and stretch my legs.
That's a bad long stretch of highway.
Exactly, and it was the northeastern or the northwestern part of Oklahoma, and the entire northern part of Texas.
Just
that
big lady, you didn't go down I-40 like I did. You had to cut down and come down that mountain coming out of Flagstaff. It's like 20 miles you coming down.
um, Invisible River says that Tucson is about an hour from New Mexico. Yeah, that's right. That's right. And my brother says, "Isn't this the famous Dread Head?" And snow can be bad. Yes, sir, it can. Welcome, Badlands Bandit. Good to see you on here tonight. Um, he's saying good evening to me and to you and to everyone else.
Mm-hmm.
So glad to have you on here tonight, Badlands. Appreciate you coming on.
Getting into you to your Badlands.
Huh?
It's a good evening, Badlands.
When the roads get icy, all the trucks slide off the road. Yes, they do. I got to see that firsthand, and it was not fun. But I want to say one thing about being on the road this time versus last time. Last time I really was trying to figure out everything. And the drive here, I was stopping at rest stops and, wherever I could find a place to stop. This time I was a little bit more intentional. I intentionally found Cracker Barrels in locations that I was passing through at a certain time.
Yeah.
And so, like, the first one was in Kansas City. No, it wasn't. It was Oklahoma City.
The
first
Cracker
one,
Barrel I stayed at was in Columbus, Georgia.
the first one was in Oklahoma City, and I parked there and got up the next morning. That was the morning where it was snowing that you saw that last video. And I had a nice breakfast there, and I also edited a video that from Mississippi. The Mississippi video is the one I edited from Oklahoma City. Then I got on the road, and then that was the whole day of ice road truckers. And then that night, I finally made it to New Mexico, and I stayed in, I can't remember the name of the city, but I did make it to New Mexico. What's the capital of New Mexico?
I'm not sure. I know when I come into New Mexico, I missed the first rest area, and I drove all the way to the next rest area, which was almost 100 miles in.
Anyway, I stopped at another Cracker Barrel, and this time it didn't snow. Will is saying hey to you. Will Smith, my brother.
Hey, Will.
Oh, you already... he's saying hi to Invisible River. I'm sorry. I thought he was talking to you. Invisible River already answered him and said hello. So headed to well, yesterday I was able to go to the laundromat. There's a laundromat here, and the laundromat has laundry. You can do your laundry there, and you can also take a shower there. And the shower is $11 for 20 minutes, or you can do 15 minutes. I'm sorry, 30 minutes for $15. So I paid the $15. Santa Fe. Okay, yeah, Santa Fe, New Mexico. I don't remember if it was Santa Fe or if it was somewhere else that I stopped at the Cracker Barrel in New Mexico, but I stopped at the Cracker Barrel in New Mexico, and I planned it out so that I would be at the Cracker Barrel and spent the night. And that was Friday night before, no, that was Thursday night before the Rubber Tramp Rendezvous. And then Friday night before Saturday, when the Rubber Tramp Rendezvous started, I stayed at a Pilot gas station, and they have internet at the Pilot gas station. And with my vehicle, it looks kind of like it looks like a work vehicle. So I was able to kind of stealth camp in the Pilot parking lot. You're really not supposed to spend the night at the Pilot.
Yeah.
They don't want you spending the night. But my vehicle looks like a work vehicle, so I guess nobody questioned it. They left me alone. Nobody knocked on my window all night.
Well, I ain't trying to be self. If I park somewhere, yeah, I know what I'm up to.
Hey, Dredd, did you ever give Retire his phone back?
When they'll take your phone.
He's talking about when I called him that day and you talked to him on the phone.
Yeah, I finally found the old man and gave it to him. Man, that joker was out in the middle of the desert, nowhere. Just a ringing.
Invisible River said that a Pilot's okay as long as you leave early. But I did leave early because I left early that morning because it was Saturday morning and drove into Quartzsite for the first day of the Rubber Tramp Rendezvous. So I did leave early that next morning from the Pilot station. But it was nice to be there at the Pilot station. I could watch my YouTube on the TV and just kind of hang out and enjoy it. Yep, just like a trucker, Invisible Rivers Ranch says.
Yeah, I pull into truck stops or the rest areas, park right with the truckers. Because my rig ain't as long as theirs by far, but you ain't finna park in a regular spot.
But so I got a shower on Saturday. That was nice. And I didn't take the full 30 minutes. I did pay for 30 minutes. So when I got to the front desk, I said, hey, could I get my $4 back? Because that'd be nice if I could get my $4 back. William says, are you warm? Yeah, we're pretty warm here. You know, it got up to about close to 70 degrees today here.
Yeah, it was cooking today.
And the lows last night.
I went for a ride on the scooter all the way in town and back, and this is what I wore. This shirt, this beanie.
Yeah, it was nice. It was really nice. Now that sun here in Arizona is something else. It is very hot. The sun is. So I put out my solar panels today and I edited a video today. But like I was saying yesterday, I got my shower. I worked on downloading some videos from the library. And then I came back out here to camp because we had to move camps. We were off of Plumosa Road. If anyone's watching this that's from the Quartzsite area or familiar with the Quartzsite area, we were on the Plumosa Road, and then a bunch of big rigs. I mean, big rigs. Not these little stuff like what I'm driving around.
About a $250,000, $500,000 rigs.
Yeah, and with the slide outs and all of that stuff, they pulled up on us, and they were like in our camp, and you know that kind of ticked us off. Especially, he didn't hear it, but around 10:30 at night, we had some fireworks. And it was not these little fireworks. It was one of these, sounds like a cannon going off and
yeah, the mortar style firework.
Yeah, mortar. That's exactly what it was. But yeah, we're staying warm. It got down to about 39 last night, and usually when I get inside my sleeping bag, I'm pretty good. Even when it's down in the 20s, I'm pretty good with my sleeping bag. So
I got heat, so I don't worry about it. But I don't run heat all night long. I got this blanket's from Iraq, and it's super thick and warm as crap.
yeah, it looks thick. So Invisible River Ranch says it's like the ships, bigger one are king. Yeah.
Yeah, Will's trying to hit on me. Will's trying to hit on me.
He's trying to hit on you.
Tell me I'm handsome.
And Dredd is one handsome feller. I didn't know you felt that way, William. He's getting married to a female, so you ain't got nothing to worry about.
I'm straight too, so but we could joke.
Yep, and his fiance is she's a sweet young lady, and they are like I said, they're going to come to my Airbnb and have their honeymoon there.
Montgomery is a beautiful town. I know that. I worked there for 2 or 3 years at one point.
You've been to Montgomery?
Yeah, I worked in Montgomery.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, worked at what was the name of that plant?
Marty says, Sam, love you. Love you too, Marty. Tell Marty you love her.
Love you, Marty.
So, I have thoroughly enjoyed my time in the desert this time. It has been really a nice time. Today, I didn't go to church today because I wasn't familiar with the church here locally.
This is a Catholic church here.
But I did watch it online, and I also edited a video which will be coming out tomorrow. It'll be a 18-year-old just graduated high school, and now she's out doing the van life thing and doing a really good job of it too. A lot better build than I've got. But
she's got a beautiful rig,
Yeah.
especially built out by a teenager.
Yeah.
I was surprised.
Considering 8 years ago she was 10.
Yeah. I was real surprised with her build. I done an interview with her also, but mine will probably come out next week or two.
Invisible River Ranch says Texas has lots of rest stops, but no internet, and most are brand new.
I drove straight through Texas nonstop. I got bad memories in Texas.
Marty says, when are you coming home? When are you going to watch the championship? What championship?
Championship football.
What championship? If you're talking about Alabama football, that's over. I'm not sure which championship you're referring to, but when am I coming home? As soon as I leave Tombstone, which will I'll probably be pulling out around Tuesday, about the time that you guys will be getting all the snow. So I understand you're going to have record low temperatures and record snow there in the southeast, and it's going to be pretty bad.
I'm just glad I'm not there for it, brother.
Yeah.
I pulled out on 24th from the southeast.
Dreadhead is from Columbus, Georgia. Well, actually, he's from Crawford, Alabama, but he's been living in Columbus, Georgia,
my adult life.
Most of his adult life. Marty says Notre Dame and Ohio State Buckeyes, the NFL championship. Okay. No, I don't keep up too much with the NFL, so I don't know much about NFL. I watch SEC football, and that's about it.
I don't even watch that, really. Sports don't interest me.
So, out here on the road, when you're full-time, like Dreadhead is, and you're still young enough to have to get a job, then you have to go look for a job. So I'm going to let Dreadhead talk a little bit about, we went to the Big Tent yesterday. All right. So the Big Tent is all these vendors, different things they're trying to sell, but they also have work camp. And I'm going to let him talk about that.
The work camp's mixed in as you walk around. It'd be, a vendor for cell phone cases and crap, but what I come for was to be able to put applications in and do interviews. And so me and Sam rode up there yesterday, and we walked around. And, there's a lot of them you can do online, stuff like that. And then the beet harvest, you're all the way north, as far as north you can go to do the beet harvest. So I'm not sure if I'm gonna do that one. I would love to.
Yeah.
But to work the job that I got and then drive 16 more hours farther north, and I turn around and come back here.
And you got a job as a camp host.
Yeah, I ended up with a job as a camp host. I interviewed yesterday, and waiting for do a background check.
And
after that, it's just a matter of show up in April.
You'll be on the beach.
It's not a sandy beach. It's a lake, is what it is. It's reservoir, and it's a big open area, but it's not like sandy. It looks like a clay sand,
Uh-huh.
and then like pine tree forest.
Okay.
It's on the side of a mountain. It's a pretty cool spot. It's a state line.
That sounds like a good job too. It sounds like something I would enjoy doing.
About the worst thing about it is the closest shopping area is a little bit old tiny town, and it's 30 minutes away from where I'm at. So I'm actually out in the middle of nowhere. And the next town up mid is about an hour from where I'm at, and they have Walmart, and it's a bigger town.
Yeah. So what are you all doing tonight? Y'all just hanging out at your houses, and do we have any nomadic people online tonight? Anybody from the Quartzsite area that's out here for the this week here in Quartzsite? I would compare it to like Sturgis. You know, it's the
For the van lifers, bus lifers like us,
yeah.
or nomadic lifestyle people, um, this is where we come. We hang out for the winter. It's nice and warm. And as I said, you go to the big tent and get your work lined up for a good chunk out of the year. So you just get a little job at Targets or Walmart or Taco Bell or something like that for a couple months and go work your main job. And when you're at your main job, you never move your rig for the next 6 months.
Yeah.
So you ain't got to worry about gas or nothing. Just keep your insurance up. And if you talk to your insurance company, let them know that your vehicle is actually parked, and they may lower your insurance for that particular time period.
Sounds good.
Being that most of us that live this lifestyle, we have recreational vehicle insurance.
Uh-huh.
But you let them know it's just parked, and they may drop it, they may not. Mine won't because mine's so freaking low already that they'd probably laugh if I asked them.
Well, tonight we've been cooking on my grill pretty regular, haven't we?
Either on your grill or pull it out my electric.
Uh, yeah, we've been kind of eating communally,
Back and forth.
and tonight I guess was my turn to cook. So I made fried chicken and steamed vegetables, and it was really good. So when I asked what they were doing, Marty said they were watching the TV at her grandmother's house.
That's what I was looking at. I was laughing about it.
Yeah, and so they're just. I guess they're all watching us on the big screen. My
Probably.
brother, because my brother lives there too. It's my brother and Stephanie and his fiance
That's cool.
and Marty.
So I miss family house dwelling like that when you have multiple generations.
Yeah,
You don't find that hardly no more.
we went there for Christmas, and was it Christmas? Yeah, it was Christmas. We went there on Christmas Day, and Stephanie and my brother's fiance, they I guess maybe it's just Stephanie. I'm not sure, but they made us dinner, and we had turkey and dressing and all the trimmings, and it was pretty good. It's pretty good dinner. Badlands says he's just hanging out watching us all. Badlands is pretty consistent. He watches me pretty regularly, and I appreciate that. He's one of the true retire inspired guys. I think he really likes watching the stuff for the van life kind of stuff because if I'm not mistaken, Badlands Bandit, you started watching me around the time this time last year when I got back home and started posting videos from the Rubber Tramp Rendezvous last year. If I'm not mistaken, that's when you started watching me. I'm not sure about that, but I think that's when you said you did. So,
But yeah, next week's the bus the Schoolie Palooza.
Yep. In Ehrenberg.
Yep. I'm gonna go out there and set up, and that's where they're gonna do the tour of my vehicle for Bob Wells in there.
Oh, you've already set that set up.
Yeah, that's what we're doing in school.
Is it Bob Wells that's going to do it, or?
No, it's a younger guy.
Oh, okay, Brian.
Yeah, he's going out there to school, and he's like, we'll just do it out there, because he knows I'm gonna set my whole the whole vibe up.
Oh,
when I
okay.
do that.
Yeah. I interviewed Brian. Uh, he does a lot of the videos for the um, what is it called? Cheap RV Living.
Yeah,
What unit were you with, Dred?
unit.
Well, I think he was going off of what you said about getting that blanket from Iraq or something.
My brother was in the Air Force.
And Badlands said that he did start watching me last year when I made my trip to the Rubber Tramp Rendezvous.
That's like you get people don't follow you for a certain reason, they're gonna follow you for that certain reason. I know a lot of the videos I'm posting right now are popping better than my build videos did.
Yeah. Yeah, Brian does seem like a good guy. Want to let you know, we hung out with Brian last Sunday when we had the spaghetti dinner. He was there, and so I stayed and talked to him for a while.
Yeah,
He's a nice guy.
that's why he answered me so fast because we talked at the spaghetti dinner.
Badlands watches Cheap RV Living too, so he said that Brian seems like a good guy, a good dude.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's down to earth. He's I don't think he even gets paid much from making those videos with Cheap RV Living. I don't know if he's even getting paid at all.
No, they get paid. It's actually a fairly decent. And he ain't making no fortune, but he ain't starving. Brad used to be the cameraman for him back in the day, friend of mine,
Yeah.
and we're gonna meet up there at schooling. And he does solar and installs like the same installs I do.
Okay. Well, I want to get solar on mine eventually. Will says he was joking with you. He's straight as an arrow.
I figured that. If he's got a fiance, I know. But nah, my butt's way over here.
Invisible River. How cold does it get here? Well, it got down to about 39 degrees last night, but the coldest it's been since I've been here is 29.
It's gonna be 32 here in the next couple of days, if not tonight.
And that's when it usually gets that cold, is at nighttime. During the daytime, it's usually nice temperatures.
Matter of fact, it'll be a couple of days, Thursday. I'll be down in Edinburgh by then.
Well, I'm hoping when I get down to Tombstone, it's southeast of here. I'm hoping it'll be warmer down there.
Look at that cold. Look how that cold front moving through.
Badlands said he's going to check out your channel, Dred.
Appreciate it, brother.
He is getting close to 100 subscribers, and he's only been doing this for about a month. And I was telling him, it took me 3 months to get my first 100 subscribers. So he's growing his channel pretty quickly. I just went over 2,300 today. 2,300 subscribers today. So maybe I'll get up to 3,000 before July. That'd be great.
That's what I'm pushing for is build mine as fast as I can and do as good as the best videos I put out at the moment.
Yeah.
And like you watch my videos, if you start at the beginning, you see like the build videos. I wasn't trying to grow the channel. I was just throwing videos out there. I wasn't doing no shorts. I wasn't doing no community posts, nothing.
Well, to tell you a little story about that, that's kind of how me and Dreadhead got together, is because I was at the RTR and they were telling people if you if you have a certain kind of person you want to camp with, come up to the microphone and shout out what you want to do. Or some people said, I want to camp with someone who has dogs. I want to camp with someone who
Plays guitar.
likes to play guitar music. And someone said, I want to camp with someone who cooks. And someone said, and I got up there and I said, I'm interested in camping with anyone who has a YouTube channel who wants to make content, and we can make content together. And I went over to the place where I told him I would be, and then Dreadhead walks up to me and he says, "Yo, bro." That's his signature saying.
I started that Yo Bro stuff several years back. And,
I sounded just like you when I did that.
Pretty close. But it actually started because of foreman I had. Not a foreman, the superintendent I had. I go into the office in the mornings, and the main boss be sitting out front. His office is around back. And I just walk in there and be like, "Yo, bro," as loud as I could. And the first boss man, he was cool. He knew what I was doing, so he kind of laughed about it. You see him snicker every time I do it. Then you walk past the other dude's office, have his head down, like just shaking. Oh my God, not this dude again.
My brother William says he could easily have your look if he wasn't bald.
That's my twin brother's problem. I got all that hair. He got straight bald.
Hey, they make dread wigs.
Yeah, they make beanies.
Yeah.
Like the dreads come out and hang off the bottom.
Yeah. 14 degrees 4 days ago. Wow. That's south of here. Hello, Will. A brother of Sam must be a straight arrow. I'm a broken arrow. And William says he was broken until he met Valerie. That's his fiance's name. Will says my beard is like dreads. And Tombstone says, Invisible River says Tombstone is 26 tonight. Well, that's lower than it is here. Good job, Valerie. Keep them straight.
Yeah, the closer you get over that way, the way the wind push down.
58 high and low of 28 in Tombstone. Well, I guess I need to start looking at the weather forecast before I go places. Last year I immediately left on the last day of the Rubber Tramp Rendezvous, and I went to Nevada. I went to Las Vegas, and I went to the.
I was gonna hit Vegas on wet on my job.
I went to the pawn store. The pawn shop where they do Pawn Stars.
Mm-hmm.
And so I went there and I made a video there at the Pawn Stars place. And so I was like, I'm going to drive from here to the Grand Canyon, and I'm going to spend the night at the Grand Canyon, and then get up the next day and go see the Grand Canyon. Well, I did that. I drove to the Grand Canyon that day, got there to the McDonald's parking lot, went in, said, "Hey, you mind if I, park my vehicle here for the night?" And they're like, "No, you can stay if you want to, no problem." And so he said, "But it's going to snow like 12 inches here tonight, right?"
No, I did not know that.
No, I did not. I had not checked the weather forecast, and so I didn't know it was going to snow. And I got kind of scared because I was like, I am not going to get stuck here in the snow. So I jumped in my vehicle and I started driving. And I drove and I drove and I drove. And it took me about 4 hours of driving before I got to an area where there wasn't snow. But I got there. And
there's some YouTubers I watch. They do that periodically. Some of them don't care because they got the 4-wheel drive and everything like they need to be in it. Like the Canadian guy I tell you about.
Yeah.
City van life.
Dreadhead got a heater today. Well, actually, he got it a few days ago at the RTR. They have a free pile at the Rubber Tramp Rendezvous. And what a free pile is, it's where they have these tables. And if you have something you want to donate and just take and put on the table for someone else who may want it, you can take it and donate it. If you see something on the table that you like, you can take it free of charge. And this dude picked up a diesel heater about a $400 diesel heater.
Nice one.
Very nice.
And the battery to power it with.
In the free pile. The battery came with it too?
The battery was the next day I grabbed it out of the pile.
You must have hit the free pile like as soon as it opened.
No, I just periodically, I get up, like I'll be sitting there watching RCR.
Uh-huh.
And they pit stuff out all day long.
Yeah.
So I just periodically, like, first thing I do when I get there, I walk around the free pile. If I see anything, yeah, I grab it. But no, the good stuff tend to come out about 11 o'clock.
So you go check about 11?
No, that's what I've noticed. Like, thinking back on it, like, all the good stuff seemed to be hitting the pile about 11 o'clock, 10 or 11 o'clock.
Uh-huh.
And I'll go ahead and, like, if I seen something, grab it up.
Yeah.
Like, some stuff I grabbed up, I didn't know what it was exactly. Went and looked it up, realized that wasn't the whole thing. Like, it was what's the little internet thing they use? The Wii Boost.
Yeah.
There was a Wii Boost antenna, but it wasn't a system. But I didn't know what it was. And dude put it on the table, didn't know what it was. He's like, tell me what it is. So I write it on there. I'm like, I'm finna go figure it out.
Well, I picked up a couple of things. I picked up these little string lights. They call them fairy lights. But I was told that's probably not a good idea to call them fairy lights.
Yeah.
No,
there's we're over here.
Is it colder down south?
Everywhere blue is colder than we are. See, we're right here in the green.
But
that's all the way across.
Where I'm going is southwest of here.
Right here. Tucson.
I'm not going to Tucson.
Yeah, it's under Tucson. It should be right in there. The tombstones are like right in here somewhere.
Best to check the weather. Yes, it is. If it's going to be cold, I'd like to see snow. Well, if I'm driving, I don't want to see snow. I use electric heaters, not need to think about it. Yeah, that's true. When you have electric heaters.
I have the diesel heat. Before I had diesel heat on the way down here, and out of the blowout, snatched my muffler off.
Uh-huh.
So that's why I was glad I found that one and stuck it in. And waiting for them. I got to order parts when I get somewhere stationary long enough.
Yeah.
That I got to get Amazon to deliver to.
Now, my brother's trying to make me take my hat off to show that I am getting bald.
You ain't got to take it off. We already know. I've seen him without his hat, brother.
What's your favorite? What's my favorite what? And Badlands Bandit's laughing at the fairy lights. Not politically correct enough. Family love. Yep. So Invisible River, I would love to do a meetup if you're interested to come to Tombstone. I'd love to meet you. I don't think I'm going to make it to Tucson though. I appreciate your invite though. I really do. It's very kind of you to invite me. Favorite color. What's your favorite color?
You can't tell.
Red?
Black or red, baby.
Are you an Alabama fan or Auburn fan?
I really don't watch football.
Or neither one?
I don't care for them. If I'm watching Alabama Auburn game though,
you got a lot of crimson in here.
I will be screaming for Alabama because I grew up in an Alabama family. Grandma was an Alabama fan. Mom, Dad.
Guess who just joined us?
Box fan.
Snowflakes need not apply. Chuck Jacobs just joined us. Welcome, Chuck. Good to see you on here. That's our camping buddy.
Yep. Well, Chuck, you made it home all right?
Wish you were still here, Chuck. We've been eating good since you left.
Sure, we was eating good while he was here.
That's right, we did. We cooked breakfast when he was here, and he partook in our breakfast. Well, we have sausage, bacon, eggs, grits. We had the cheese grits, and we cooked it on the Coleman stove on the propane stove, and then that stuff was pretty good too.
I thought he dipped out on that breakfast. Or was that the next
No,
one?
he had breakfast with us. You know what? I don't think he did have that breakfast, but the first time we had the sausage, eggs, and cheese, sausage and eggs and bacon,
Yeah.
he did eat with us. So he didn't. He missed out on the grits. Maybe that's why he left early. Maybe he didn't want the grits.
You know, that's a Southern boy thing. We like our grits. I like it. I like a full breakfast sometimes. I don't eat them that much, but when I eat them, I want a big one.
Marty wants to know what my favorite color is. My favorite color is purple. That's also my birthstone color, amethyst.
Yeah. And that's something I found out this week. We got the same birthstone month and all.
My brother William says his favorite color is orange and blue, but that's not a color. That's two colors.
Yeah. Well, if you're going to root for the eagle, sorry. That elephant's going to step on you again this year.
Invisible River Ranch says if you go on I-10 to Texas in the Pecos area, it's real remote. Keep your gas filled up. Yeah.
I have a 100-gallon tank, and my gas tank on the rest is 50 gallons of it. So anything under 50 gallons, I'm already filling back up.
Route 20 is more stores and all. Is a train line next to the road. Yeah. Chuck, you weren't mooching off of us. It was our honor to take care of you while you were here. And when we do this again next year, next year you're gonna take us to Silly Owls every night, and you're gonna pay for it.
That's just part of our life, brother. We take care of each other.
That's right, we sure do. And it was my honor to cook breakfast for you. And we also had spaghetti one night. We met with a lady named Box Van D. So most of you probably don't know who Box Van D is. I bet Badlands Bandit knows who she is. But she's 72 years old, and she's suffered several strokes. She was on my live stream last Sunday, and we had a meetup with her one day. What day was that? Was that Friday? Or was that? No, that was Tuesday.
It was the day after you did the live stream.
That's right. It was Tuesday. It was Tuesday because she had to go on Monday. She went to Slab City. So we met up we went to Silly Owls on Monday night. Tuesday evening, we met up with Dee and got to meet and greet with her. And I cooked her spaghetti. And we all had spaghetti, and it was pretty good. It was an old family recipe. It was ragu.
Yeah, I lost my ragu and pregu is what I had.
Dread, what's the full name of your site, bro?
Outdoors Dreadhead.
Outdoors Dreadhead, 2 words.
Yeah. And it should come up.
Yo, bro.
Yo, bro.
The interstate highway is just a stone-covered road for about 100 miles. I-10.
I-10 sucks, bro. That's why I went down I-40. I already been out. I come all the way I-10. I worked in Laredo, Texas.
Badlands Bandit says he does not know. He does not know her.
Box Van D, she's like you said, she's been in it forever. She started doing this. I know she's been doing it for at least 7 years, if not longer.
And she lives in a box fan, hence the name Box Van D. And her box fan is painted. She's got a coyote on the side of her.
Yeah, she hand painted a design on the side of it.
Yeah, and isn't there a cactus on there as well?
Yeah, there's a cactus, and on one side it's got just the cactus and the coyote, I think. The other side's got the cactus, coyote, and then Box Van D and everything else.
But her channel name is Box Van D.
Yeah.
So
I used to think it was Box Truck D.
So check her out if you want to see someone living a nomadic lifestyle. She is a pretty good one to watch, but unfortunately, she had a stroke.
About 4 months ago.
Several strokes. She's had several strokes, but this last one has
Messed
left
with her
her.
speech.
Yeah, really left her where she has very a real bad
Slurred.
difficulty speaking, and so her words don't come out like she wants them to all the time. And I understand that because I haven't had any strokes, and I still have trouble speaking sometimes.
Same here, brother.
But she's an amazing woman for her to go out and do all the things that she does, living in a vehicle full time.
And then she puts it all on YouTube
Yeah,
to try to help other girls and older women to understand that they can come out here and do this.
right.
And
And
she's a itty bitty. She's not really short. She's not a short woman, but she's fairly skinny.
yeah,
And if you watch some of her old videos, she used to be real thin. And so she's had a stroke. She's put on a little bit of weight, but it's healthy weight as well. She's like not. She don't look like she's frail anymore to me. She look like she whooped somebody's butt.
and she probably could. She's a tough old bird.
But even when she was frail looking, she would probably whoop somebody's butt.
William says he's heard of Slab City. Yeah, I thought about going to Slab City before Tombstone, but that's actually in the opposite direction of where I want to go. Slab City is almost in California. I think part of it is in California and part of it is in Arizona.
Yeah, it's right there at the Salton Sea. I was actually because that's the direction I'm heading. I'm try to swing past it if I can.
Okay.
That's gonna be one of my last things I do before I get out of this area.
And Badlands said he just subscribed to you.
Cool. I'm trying to get in an area where I can go live and or do it like early Sunday mornings. That's why I'm starting things. Start just scheduling and letting everybody back east know what time I'm going live in the mornings.
Yeah, if you want to see full-time van life on a regular basis, this is the guy to watch because he's full-time and he just started his journey like the 1st of January.
Yeah, the first day of January is my first legit day as a nomad.
Uh-huh.
Any day before that, I've been living in the bus since July 4th, but I was living in family members and friends and my ex-wife's yard, and it was a little bit of a mess, but it was a good time in itself. And
Yeah. So if you subscribe to his channel now, then
yeah,
you're kind of getting in on the ground floor because he's going to explode. His channel is fixing to explode.
yeah. As I said, you start watching, you see what I did with my build, and then you see what I'm doing with my videos. It's a step above, and it's heading to a better place.
Yeah.
And like I like to be artsy fartsy, and I've been into photography for quite a few years since I was a teenager. So that's 20 something years I've been popping pictures. But now I'm doing video, and I'm learning how to do the cinematic stuff, and I'm gonna throw a little bit of that in there at the beginnings, and then you're gonna see my daily life. You might see me cook some food. You might see me working at the campground gonna be working at. You might see me hiking or fishing, whatever it is that day.
Yep. So he's going to have a well-balanced channel. He's going to have lots of different stuff on there. So make sure you check him out. Subscribe. And Badland Bandit says he's wishing you all the best and looking forward to watching your content. Now, if you go on to his channel, you can see where he started with this bus, where he had to take all the seats out, and you can see everything that he did from beginning to end until he had his bus completely built out the way he wanted it.
Yep. And then like Splinter, he gets all the shorts. Just about.
Yeah, I have noticed Splinter is the little dog if you join the slate. He's a little Chihuahua mix, and that's Dreadhead's little buddy on the road.
But I'll let him have all the shorts since he's such a little cute dog. Everybody, my shorts do better, way better in my videos.
Yeah.
And reason being is his little butt. But it's just us out here in the desert, and
Yeah, people like to watch animals and pretty women,
yeah, and cooking for some reason.
but us old guys,
But
they're just not interested.
yeah, I mean, if like they want to see you working, the older guy, us old guys, they want to see us working, cooking,
Yeah,
cleaning,
building stuff.
building stuff, and beyond that, nah. If you out there cooking and grilling, yeah, they want to see that.
Well, I just maybe about a month ago released a video about having changing out the bolts in a toilet.
Yeah,
It's gotten about 230 something views. That's not as much as I get on a lot of videos, but I guess it's pretty decent. But I don't think a lot of people want to watch a toilet being fixed.
but
It was inspirational. Come on now.
yeah, I've noticed it's got a lot to do with the way you title your videos too. Like I started using nomad in my video titles, and views went up just because of that one word.
Yeah. Use the word van life or nomad or
Always hashtag van life. Like,
also going into like certain places like Quartzsite, Arizona. If you use
yeah,
people search this time of year for stuff that says Quartzsite, Arizona.
Yeah.
And that may have been why last weekend I had a bunch of people join in on my live stream. My brother said he just subscribed to you.
Cool. Appreciate it. Well,
Outdoors Dread, I got you added. And yo, bro.
now I just need you to go put it on my playlist and let it play in the background.
Yeah, just go to Dreadhead's playlist and put it on there and just let it run and keep watching it.
That way, even if he ain't even in the room, just let it play in the background. What it does is it helps my channel become monetized but quicker.
Right. And Badlands says you got to respect the porcelain throne. I agree. That ain't no joke. That porcelain throne. But out here it's porcelain bucket.
Plastic bucket.
Not a porcelain bucket.
That'd be a little heavy to be walking around trying to dump.
Could you imagine? That would be like the king of the buckets, right? If you had a porcelain one. What if you had a stainless steel bucket? You wouldn't want to sit on it.
Yeah, this isn't in the sun for a while. Summertime, no.
You wouldn't want to sit on it in the sun. It'd be like sliding. Remember when you were a kid going down the slide, burning your legs up?
Them old flat pancakes slides we had. Or stainless steel ones.
William says that I'm not much older than him.
So
I'm just a year older than him. He's 55 and I'm 56.
See, what we did when I was a kid with those big, those old leg cookers.
Uh-huh.
We'd go to McDonald's and get their trays and walk out with them.
Yeah.
And then we'd take those to the park and jump on those slides with those. But we used to do it in McDonald's playground, the play area.
Uh-huh.
We'd climb up in there when we was teenagers and take the trays, put it underneath your knees. No friction. Go shoot down the end of that slide.
So you were small enough to fit on a McDonald's tray?
Yeah. Like just your knees down
Okay.
your feet.
Badlands says bucket life.
Yeah, I go out in the middle of the night when it's nice and dark. Nobody can see me. I just drop my drawers right in the middle of the desert and sit on my bucket, y'all. It is beautiful sitting out there.
Yeah, watch the stars as you're relieving yourself.
Yeah, just sit there and watch the stars and let that stomach pain go away. But nobody can see you because on the moon, there's no moon tonight, or there will be later. The moon ain't come up yet.
Yeah, that's a new name for the bucket brigade, huh?
Yeah, it's cool to be able to just sit out there and look at the moon, the stars, and everything else.
Not when it's 25 degrees, though.
You really don't pay no attention. You're kind of concentrating on something else. I've noticed that since you said something about it. I thought about it while I was out there when it's real cold. I'm like, it ain't really that bad.
Well, Dee told us a story about pooping.
The lady that pooped all over the place.
Yeah. Um, I'm going to tell the story and you kind of fill in where I'm missing. But what Dee said was that this woman came to her camp and she camped behind Dee, and
No, she asked if she could use the bathroom behind her truck.
she asked if she could use the
She didn't have
bathroom
a bathroom tent.
behind Dee's truck, and she had to go number 2. So Dee told her, I guess Dee told her she could. So
She said, you can go back there, but people still can see you from the road, so you better like cover up with something.
yeah, she didn't have any kind of covering around her in order to, when you're going to the bathroom out in the public, you really want to have some kind. They make these tents that you can put around you.
It's a shower tent.
It's a shower tent, but you can also use it as a privacy tent for when you're taking a bathroom break. So she didn't have none of that. I guess she just pulled out her bucket in broad daylight, just took care of business right there. And according to Dee, it was not a nice thing. Apparently, she did number 2, and she said it smelled so bad that she nearly tossed her cookies.
Well, it got all over the girl that was back there.
Oh yeah,
she ended up having to get clothes out of the girl's car. Plus,
right.
Plus, toilet paper and everything that the girl never even grabbed to start off with. So she like just basically come over there, gave her toilet paper, a big old towel, and a change of clothes. And then the woman, when she got done and everything, packed up because she was so embarrassed, and then left her bucket.
Yeah, she
behind these things full of.
I guess she maybe she had one of those explosive kind of poops, but she made a mess all over the place and left her bucket behind. She asked Dee to go get her some toilet paper because apparently she didn't even think to grab toilet paper before she went. Maybe she was having a bout of diarrhea or something like that.
I don't know.
But here's Mr. Splinter for you guys. Come here, Splinter. Come here, buddy. This is Splinter. If you've been watching and you haven't seen Splinter, this is Dreadhead's little dog, little companion on the road. Wow, that was memorable. Yes, it was memorable. According to Dee, I don't think Dee will ever forget that. That's ingrained in her psyche.
Not with the detail that she gave in that story.
Yeah. Dread is looks like he's making some Kool-Aid. He's got his measuring cup out here and he's pouring some sugar into it. He's going to have a little Kool-Aid with his sugar. He's kind of like you, William. He likes to have a little Kool-Aid with his sugar, a little tea with his sugar.
Well, that's what it calls for. 1 cup and 1 packet to half gallon of water.
That's right. Kool-Aid is mostly sugar anyway, right? But it's been a blast being out here in the desert and just hanging out, making friends. Oh, I looked at an electric bike for the first electric bike I've ever ridden. The company's name is Lectric. It's spelled Lectric, I think. And they're out of Phoenix, Arizona. The company is. They make electric bikes with batteries. And so I got to test drive one. And I hopped up on it and I started taking off and I was just going to take it down the street. The guy says, "Oh, wait a minute. Whoa, whoa." And
they thought you was trying to steal it, brother.
They thought I was trying to steal it.
Yeah.
They probably did think I was trying to steal it, didn't they? Anyway, they called me back and I ended up turning around and realizing that they had a little track there for test driving. So I got on their little track.
To be honest, I didn't even see the track neither, really. I'm like, that's cool as crap. They should go let you around all over the place.
Badlands says Splinter, nice dog like Splinter from the TMNT. That's who he named him after, yeah.
Yep. Because in the origin story, Master Splinter has his hair cut off. Can't think of the bad guy's name. The one with all the claws all over him.
Yeah. So he's named after Splinter from the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. And yes, electric bikes do go fast. Yeah, well, I'm thinking about getting one, but I don't know if I have enough room in my vehicle to put it. It does fold up, and they come in a box. But I'm a little bit concerned about,
I think you got enough room.
I probably do have enough room, but I don't know. Maybe next year.
The box is that wide.
Is it?
Yeah. It's about this. It's like that. So long, and then only that wide.
Gumball Gold has joined us. You remember Jim? Jim from Gumball Gold. He was in my video about 2 videos ago. Did you see that one in Mississippi when he took me for a ride in his Corvette? You need to catch up on my videos, bro. Bro.
Watch some videos.
Yo, bro.
Watch nobody's. The only videos I've been watching is music videos as I'm cleaning and working and editing my own stuff.
Okay, I'll see if I can get you a souvenir, William.
I did catch rolling the 18-wheeler one day. I went back and watched it since you talk about it.
Oh, you did? You want a rock? I actually got a rock. I bought a rock that is painted, and it says Quartzsite, Arizona. But I think I might keep it.
Yeah, I forgot you bought that rock.
Invisible River Ranch. Work it in the rig. Yeah, this is his house, and it's his lifestyle, and so I think it's pretty cool to be on the road full time, but it's not something for me because I gotta be at home. I'm a homebody.
Yeah, you gotta have each your feet, and I did a nomad bike life for a while. I had a home and everything, but when the weekends roll around, I take off on my bike.
Yeah,
I'll be gone all weekend, just up and down the East Coast.
Well, Invisible River Ranch says those electric bikes are fun to get around on. I tell you what's fun to get around on. He's got a little scooter, and I bet he seems to really enjoy getting around on it. But on top of that, he's also got a bicycle on the front of his rig, and the bicycle has a gas motor on it.
Yeah, it's a mixed gas motor. 100cc. It does about 55 wide out.
William said, hey to Jim. William says, saw that one in Oxford, Sam. Yep, that was Jim. That was Gumball Gold, if you watched it. That's who that was, Gumball and Mrs. Gumball. That's correct. Hey, Jim, is Mrs. Gumball watching tonight? I know you watched me on the big screen. And he's saying hello to Badlands Bandit. You sound like you need to go back home. Yeah, are you talking about me? Hi, Will Smith. Yeah, I do need to go back home.
I ain't got a home to go back to.
You got a home, you just don't have a house.
Yeah, I have a home city.
Yeah.
Where all my family's at.
Yeah, right. And it's debatable as to whether or not somebody who lives in a vehicle is actually homeless. Technically, they are.
Well, it depends on the situation. Like me, yeah, technically I am homeless, but technically I own 2 houses, and one in Georgia and one in Alabama.
But you don't have a mailing address currently, correct?
I'm accepting mail at a Columbus address.
Oh, okay.
Until I get somewhere, and I'm not accepting mail from people online.
Yeah.
It's like my personal mail. Yeah, it goes to somewhere in Columbus.
A gumball says he is watching from his couch and his wife is watching. So, hello, Mrs. Jim. How are you
I
doing?
thought it was Mrs. Gumball.
Her name is Josie.
I don't call her Mrs.
Oh,
Gumball.
Mrs. Gumball? Okay. Hello, Mrs. Gumball. How are you doing tonight? They
Just trying to figure out where I put those.
had a good time at their house. You know, I stopped over where they live in Oxford, Mississippi, and visited them on my first leg of the journey out here
Mm-hmm.
before I got in all the snow and ice.
Then turn the diesel heat on.
Okay. You're going to test out your new diesel heater.
I already tested it out. I'm trying to turn it on.
He's coming right back. He's going to turn his diesel heater on because it's starting to get a little nippy out here. So he's putting his diesel heater on. Oh, she says hi. Good to see you. Well, I can't see you, but I'm glad that you get to see me tonight, Josie. Hope you're doing well. I really enjoyed getting to meet you and spend some time with you guys. William said that he would like to meet you one day.
I'll be over here on the West Coast. I'm should be in Utah for the summer.
And Chuck says it's houseless, not homeless. That sounds right.
Mm-hmm. Well, I call it almost homeless. Is what I refer to it as, because really, like most of the van lifers out here, all it takes is one bad breakdown, and a lot of them
Yeah.
are screwed because they don't know how to. They either ain't got the nest egg that they're supposed to have. You should
The
have enough.
emergency fund.
Yeah, you should have enough to replace your motor or your transmission at bare minimum.
Uh-huh.
So anywhere from $5,000 to $10,000, depending on if you're gonna do the work yourself or if you're gonna have somebody else do it. If you got the know-how and knowledge and the tools, $5,000 for a transmission or a motor is great. If you ain't got all that, you better have 10,000 or better in the bank because that's what you're gonna pay somebody to replace it.
That's right. That's absolutely right. And a lot of folks sometimes they're just going by the skin of their teeth, and if they don't have two dimes to rub together, and then something happens, they get out here and something happens and to their vehicle, and then they get stuck.
Yeah, and that's where these folks are like, how'd you end up here? Well, I broke down here and I just kind of lived here ever since.
Have you met anybody like that?
My hometown, yeah.
How about here?
Not here yet.
There's a lot of homeless people here.
And I've talked to a few of them, but I hadn't like come across and told you a story. Eric the Wanderer, he lives in a tent.
Yeah.
And I don't even know if he has a vehicle.
No, he has a bus that broke down on him. I think he said it's up in Pennsylvania.
Mm.
Gumball Gold says Montgomery's getting snow and ice now. Yeah, they're getting what you got last week.
And I seen him jumping in vehicles of just random people going back out to the campground.
Yeah. Visible River Ranch says it's nippy for a few hours, then the sun comes, it warms up fast. That's true. My brother William asked, how is Carol? Carol is my wife, if you're watching and you don't know who Carol is. And she is doing well. She is. I talked to her earlier tonight, and she was
playing with
the cats and checking out, making sure that the water is dripping so we don't get any busted pipes tonight back home. Visible River Ranch says in the winter there's a lot of homeless. That's really sad too, especially when it's
not
very cold.
It's not just the winter. It's you see them there in the winter because they're coming into the cities, but the homeless is always there. They're just hiding in the woods during the summer.
Yeah. Have you ever heard about Portland?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like homeless city. That whole city is covered in tents.
Yeah.
And homeless.
The digital nomad, I think is his name. Techno Hobo. I watch him, and he's a wanderer. Basically, he wanders all over the place, makes his money off of Patreon, but does YouTube like once or twice a month.
William asks, is it snowing in Montgomery? Not currently. It is supposed to snow on Tuesday,
But
according to the forecast.
he went out to Portland, Oregon, and did a whole walk around the city, and like he lives that lifestyle by choice.
Yeah.
So he's like he's showing you where the homeless is, but he's camping. He's urban camps all the time.
Yeah.
He has a income, but very minimal income.
Yeah. Eric is,
What's his name? Eric. This is Techno Hobo.
yeah, I'm thinking about Eric, but he's living in a tent and he's just asking for rides to wherever he's going.
Yeah.
He's just,
That's what this guy does. He just thumbs. He more or less when he gets to the city and he walks everywhere and does what he needs to do, and then he thumps to the next town.
yeah.
He may ride a bus sometimes, jump a train. I've seen him do quite a few different things.
So how long does that diesel heater run on a tank of gas?
It should run all night, so 8 to 10 hours.
Will that run it completely out or?
Not completely out. It typically, I run my other one on H6, like setting 6. And the same thing I got this one set on. And that one tank I can get a night and a half out of it. Running on slap high. And that's the high setting is on.
Well,
I got there in a little while after it warms up, and I'm gonna turn it down to probably 2.
yeah. I'm gonna switch off of my phone and go straight to my laptop because my phone is saying that the battery is running out. All right, I'm going to take my phone down because the battery is almost completely dead.
Yeah, you echoing.
I'm echoing bad. Let me close this thing out. Okay, so we're not as clear now. And we'll be wrapping up here pretty shortly because we've been on here for like almost, we've been on here an hour and a half. But it's been a pretty good live stream. I appreciate everyone who has been on here. I appreciate your comments. It's Invisible River Ranch. You get the award for the most comments tonight. Need a battery block.
I got one. But you got your microphone plugged in that hole.
Huh?
You need a battery block, but that's your microphone.
I need to get that microphone too.
Your microphone's plugged in that hole.
Well, we're not on. Can you guys still hear us? We're not on this microphone anymore. We're on the laptop's microphone.
I'm saying a battery block wouldn't done you no good because your microphone's plugged in there.
Oh, that's what he's talking about.
It's for your phone.
Yeah. Okay. I didn't understand what he was talking about.
But that port's being used.
Well, I think I'm going to go ahead and wrap things up. I appreciate you guys staying with me for this long tonight and participating in my live stream. It's been a pretty good live stream. Had a lot of folks in here, a lot of participation. And I'm glad I got to have my friend Dreadhead on here tonight.
I enjoyed it.
And Dread is a good friend, and I think we're going to be long-time friends. And we'll see each other down the road, won't
we? Yeah. I'll be back down here next year. And I was wanting to go to the beet harvest, but I think I'm going to turn and come straight back south. Because I think I'm there till September, October, September.
Mm-hmm.
And so about that time, I need to be heading this way. Because I ain't trying to be up there and freeze my balls off.
So I'm going to go ahead and close it out. Thank you guys for watching. Appreciate everyone who was in the live stream tonight. You all are much appreciated and love you all. Hope that you have a, what is that?
What?
That right there.
TV. No. It's funky.
I hope you guys have a wonderful week, and hope you can come back next Sunday and see me again. Should be back in Montgomery by this time next Sunday. Let me find some wood to knock on. So I'm hoping that I'll be back in Montgomery by this time on next Sunday. So be sure and come back and join me again. If you're not a subscriber to my channel and you're just watching this, maybe even after the live stream is over, please consider subscribing to my channel and also hit that thumbs up and like button.
Yep.
Smash that like button.
It helps a lot.
It does. Algorithm. It helps with the algorithm and helps me grow my channel, which the more I can grow my channel, the more content I can put out, the more live streams I can do, and so on and so forth. So make sure and do all of that. And if you are a subscriber, you got to hit that notification bell so that you'll know when I go live. So everyone is saying good night. Gumball Gold, Jim, and Chuck Jacobs. Everybody's saying good night to everybody. So we will say good night as well. So good night, everybody. Take care, and we'll see you next week. Love you guys. Bye-bye.